Hey guys, we're from Marveldcforum, and I'm Hawkeye.
I'm Dean Doom III.
And I'm Captain Banhammer.
And this month we have our fight club going on, and we have Carnage versus Clayface. So this is a pretty crazy fight. I mean, these guys are the battle of the crazies, right?
I mean, you're right. Carnage gets locked up. I mean, he kills just about anyone he can get his hands on. Whereas Clayface, he'll wreck anyone who gets in his way.
Exactly. Dean, what do you think about Carnage, man?
Carnage is like just the pure embodiment of crazy. Like he's kind of like the DC's Joker, except for like more powerful.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, they were saying that the guy who created Carnage, basically, like you said just now, based him off of the Joker, which is a really, amazing villain, also. So, Clayface, this guy's pretty crazy too. He can do a lot of things with his clay, like how you guys play with Play-Doh, right? You can do all kinds of crazy stuff with Play-Doh.
Of course, right.
So, I mean, Clayface is pretty much the exact same thing. He can pretty much like change his body to any form or whatever. And Carnage, he's also got like he can change his body to weapons too. His mainly thing, he uses what is it, an axe, right?
Right. He usually makes a blade along his arm.
Makes some form of like spikes / blade thing.
Yeah.
That's one of the main differences between Clayface and Carnage, is that Carnage has that main core body at all times, whereas Clayface's entire body is just that amorphous mud-like substance.
Yeah.
So he never really has a true core. It's just a matter of, can he hold himself together?
Exactly. And like this month Fight Club, like these two guys are just crazy, like we said, crazy. Like they're gonna do anything in this fight to win. Like they're gonna do cheap shots, blows. They're gonna be like throwing crap everywhere. Like I imagine them like, how Superman, he usually messes up the whole town. These guys are just like, there's gonna be no town anymore.
Well, like also compared to like our other fights, it's been heroes. These are two villains, and they're in it to kill each other.
Yeah.
Not maybe like stop the other person and try and avoid casualties. They don't care who gets in their way. They will kill every civilian. They're gonna try and kill each other.
Yeah, they're gonna be like throwing. Like I can imagine like Carnage, got his axe out. He's gonna go for Clayface. Clayface just like throws a person up in front of him, to get cut instead of him or something like that.
You could throw a baby in this fight, and neither one of them would care. Carnage would eat the baby, and then like Mudface, Clayface. I'm gonna call it Mudface.
That's fine. It works.
Mudface is gonna just stomp on the baby. Nobody's gonna care.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. That actually brings it to point number 1 in Carnage's favor, in that Clayface can't get away with his usual antics of shape-shifting into somebody else to blend in. Carnage is just going to be like, I know you're here somewhere, and slaughter people till he finds
that's
it.
very true.
Exactly.
Batman would just stop. Batman's not going to punch an old lady in the face thinking it's Clayface. He'll have to like confirm that it's Clayface before he does it.
Yeah, exactly.
Carnage's like, I don't care. I'll stab you. Oh, oops, stabbed the old lady.
Yeah.
My bad.
Which brings to our next point. Like Cletus Cassidy, this guy is just insane. Like he's been locked up. He's just crazy. He'll do whatever. Like it's insane.
And
like,
he's white trash.
Oh yeah.
Every time he breaks out of prison, the first thing he does, kill every guard on the way out.
Yeah, that's very true. I think like in the Maximum Carnage thing, somebody helped him break out, and the first thing he did, he was just like, I'm gonna eat the guard's head.
Wow. Like I definitely didn't like. I don't know much about Cletus. I mean, y'all guys definitely know more about me, more than me that I know. But yeah, from what it sounds like, Cletus Cassidy is definitely like an insane person. He's like the guy you think about Hannibal.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, not to cut down against Clayface, because he's pretty vicious himself. He's just not as carnivorous as Clayface.
Yeah.
But he will go around killing people as well. But usually his method is either transforming himself into weapons and attacking people, or the good old Clayface suffocation move.
Yeah. Definitely. Like Clayface, I've also seen him try to absorb people too. I don't know. He like is that what you're saying? Like when he suffocates him, he like puts him in his body, and then like he just definitely like
He goes like he does the blob thing too, where he just sucks him in and like just doesn't let him go, suffocates him.
Right, and here's one of his powers that actually developed over time. I think the first 3 Clayfaces that existed didn't have this power, but the 4th and the 5th did. And with that absorption, depending on who they absorb, they can absorb some of their powers and imitate them.
Oh, so when Kirby on him?
Right. Definitely. Just Dreamstar, suck in your enemy, take their powers, run around using their powers. So, in normal circumstances, let's say, I think Wonder Woman was the person that they most recently portrayed that ability with, is that just had a temporary capture of her. You'd be able to capture someone, use their powers, run around, make a good havoc, especially posing as them with the shape-shifting powers. But in this fight, that's not going to work for him because it's a symbiote. Symbiotes are all about bonding.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more. I also know that what was cool is I read somewhere they were talking about a little bit about Carnage. like they couldn't figure out a good name for him because he's just so crazy. Like they actually made a name Chaos, and they went to Ravage, and then they settled with Carnage, which was really cool. I thought like they just like definitely couldn't find like a name to like portray that character so well. So I thought that was pretty cool.
All right, so I think we covered how psychologically these guys are messed up. What do you think is going to give them the edge in this fight?
We definitely know that Clayface's weakness is fire, and what was another one again? You were saying?
Water. He can dissolve down.
Yeah, water
doesn't kill him, but it makes him have to regroup, and it takes a long time.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure these guys are gonna be throwing each other into buildings and crap like that. And you know, electricity is that another one we were talking about?
Yeah, it can same thing as fire. It'll fry them up.
And this is definitely in a city, and these guys are definitely gonna be throwing down a city because they're not gonna move somewhere else to fight. They're definitely just gonna tear each other up, throwing each other through buildings and stuff like that. So like one of those main things is gonna play into this factor of a fight. So I think that leans more towards Carnage.
Right. One weakness that they do both share is a sonic weakness. Now, in this fight, I really don't see that coming into play.
Yeah.
Except if you go with the Spider-Man portrayal with Venom, where he accidentally finds the bell tower.
Yeah.
And
I was gonna say,
right
like,
moments.
if you're talking about them using weapons, neither one was going to use a sonic thing because of, like, if Carnage pulled a sonic gun on him, it would just kill him too. Like, so.
Now, funny thing about this fight, if we're saying this is like in New York City, where cars are parked everywhere, and the first big slug sets off all of the car alarms, I mean, they could both be in the middle of the street crying their eyes out.
Yeah.
Or they just happen to go by a church and somebody's playing the what's that night thing, the accordion? I don't know, something like that. So that could definitely like mess them up. But we pretty much broke down everything that needs to be broken down for this fight. So this version, our winner is going to be Carnage.
Yeah, just the main factor of it that put it in Carnage's favor is the endurance factor. Carnage just run all around town, chase people across town, chase people across state, and just relentless. Clayface, on the other hand, he goes 2 rounds with you, and he's panting, trying to catch his breath.
Yeah, so that's this month's Fight Club. Our next month's Fight Club, which is September, is pretty good. We got Nova versus
the Green Lantern Corps.
So that should definitely be a really good fight. So this is Marveldcforum. Until next time, guys. See you later.
Take care.
Peace out.